If you're thinking about grabbing the IMDEN Bluetooth FM transmitter for your car, stick around because I've got some real talk for you. At just $12.99, it promises fast Bluetooth 6.0 connectivity, quick charging, and crystal clear calls. But here's what surprised me. Despite a solid 4.4-star rating on Amazon, this little gadget isn't as perfect as it seems. In fact, some quirks could drive you up the wall, especially if you depend on flawless audio during your drives. You might think it's just another cheap FM transmitter, but wait until I reveal some hidden issues that even the best reviews overlooked. Let's dive into why this product isn't for everyone and how to decide if it's worth your money. First off, who exactly is this IMDEN Bluetooth FM transmitter for? If your trusty car stereo has no Bluetooth functionality but only an FM radio, and you want a budget-friendly way to stream music and take hands-free calls from your phone, this might catch your eye. Also, if you love USB flash drives packed with your favorite tunes and want a quick way to power up your phone on the road, its dual USB ports are a neat feature. But if you're an audiophile or someone who needs rock-solid connectivity, buckle up, because things aren't all smooth sailing. Now, let's talk Bluetooth 6.0. This is one of the major selling points of the IMDEN transmitter. A more stable connection supposedly reaches up to 10 meters. Sounds great, right? For casual drivers, this can mean fewer dropped connections and better sound quality. However, in practice, I noticed that while it does connect quickly, the stability varies wildly depending on your car's environment. Tunnel drives, heavy traffic, or even multiple devices connected can interfere, causing the music to drop or the transmission to crackle. It's almost like the Bluetooth connection has commitment issues, falls in love quickly, but leaves you hanging when you need it most. Speaking of sound quality, the FM transmission method is inherently tricky. The product advises tuning your car radio and transmitter to an unused FM frequency for the clearest sound. In theory, this works, but finding a dead frequency in urban areas often leads to interference or static. I encountered plenty of moments where static crept in or nearby radio stations overflowed into my music. So much for crystal clear. Plus, the auto-scan feature sometimes chooses frequencies with strong existing signals, resulting in unwanted background noise. If your car's stereo has poor FM reception, consider this transmitter's audio to be hit or miss. But there's more. Stay tuned. Next up, the USB music playback feature. Insert a USB flash drive into the music-labeled port, and you can play MP3, WMA, or WAV files stored on fat-formatted drives up to 64 GB. At first glance, this is a killer selling point if you don't want to drain your phone's battery streaming music. However, this is where simplicity meets a frustrating catch. Your music files must be saved in the root directory, not in folders. For anyone with a massive music collection organized carefully, this means tedious file management just to get this to work. It's like the IMDEN expects you to throw your carefully curated playlist into a messy pile before it cooperates. Plus, during my testing, the device sometimes skipped tracks or took longer than expected to read the USB, adding some unnecessary annoyance. Now, let's cruise over to the charging ports. Dual USB with quick charge 3.0 at 18W plus a 5V1A second port. Honestly, this part shines bright in the no-frills transmitter world. Quick charge means your phone juices up faster than at a traditional 5V charger, which is crucial when your commute leaves you mid-battery for hours. The second USB port doubles as a standard charger or playing music from a USB flash drive, adding versatility. But a funny thing happened when I tested charging multiple devices. The QC 3.0 port did speed up charging noticeably on my compatible phone, but the other port was somewhat sluggish for an iPad mini. So don't rely on the second port if you're powering big gadgets. Overall though, for quick top-ups, this transmitter scores points. Here's a part that definitely caught my attention: the hands-free calling capabilities. The built-in microphone features CVC noise cancellation, so it should cut out wind and road noise during calls. In many drives, this rang true. Callers reported hearing me clearly even on freeway speeds. However, during heavy rain and at higher speeds, the mic sometimes picked up road noise, making conversations less clear. Also, the call controls answer, reject, read worked fine if you didn't mind fumbling with small buttons while driving. In other words, convenient but not perfect. Just don't attempt multitasking like changing radio stations and answering a call at the same time. Your fingers might protest. Alright, quick detour for a joke to lighten the mood. Why did the Bluetooth car accessory break up with the radio? Because it found a better frequency to connect with. Okay, I'll stick to the review. Moving on, here's where things get a bit more complicated. While the product states a maximum Bluetooth range of 10 meters, keep in mind that inside a car, this can be reduced dramatically due to obstructions, metal parts, and electronic interference. If your phone slips into your bag, glove compartment, or a deep pocket, the connection might stutter or drop altogether. Also, if multiple Bluetooth devices are active in your car, the transmitter might act confused or prioritize them randomly. For drivers who want simple plug-and-play, this can be unexpectedly bothersome. But this isn't the end of the story. There's something cleverly designed that could sway your decision. The IMDEN transmitter also offers a compact and sleek design that plugs into your car's cigarette lighter socket without causing much clutter. It's smaller than a pack of gum, easy to install, and doesn't block other ports, something many users appreciate. The LED screen clearly displays the FM frequency and other key info without being too bright or distracting at night, which some other transmitters fail at. Plus, the user manual, while not a masterpiece, covers essential setup instructions well enough for average users. For those not too tech-savvy, this simplicity matters a lot. Here's another mini twist. Some users find that the transmitter occasionally restarts itself when the car engine turns off and back on. This may reset their chosen FM frequency or interrupt music playback, which means you'll need to retune or reconnect your device each time. It's not the end of the world, but definitely an inconvenience when your morning drive turns into a retuning session. Imagine trying to start your day and feeling like a DJ tuning up the station repeatedly. So much for plug and play. To inject a little humor here, what do you call a Bluetooth FM transmitter that won't stay on the wavelength? A frequency floozy. Okay, enough jokes. I promise this gets better. Another important note is that while the IMDEN's QC 3.0 port is great for charging, it does tend to heat up a bit under heavy use. It's worth monitoring if you're on long trips and charging multiple devices simultaneously. Excess heat could shorten the product's lifespan or cause it to temporarily shut down for safety. That said, in all my trials, the heat never reached dangerous levels but was noticeable enough to mention. So, what do the reviews say? Many love the IMDEN transmitter for its affordability and decent performance in low-interference areas. Users frequently praise the quick charging and simple design while thanking the noise-canceling mic for clear calls. Downsides mentioned include occasional static, limited Bluetooth range, and USB music playback quirks, all patterns I saw firsthand. Importantly, the 4.4-star average reflects mostly satisfied users, trustworthy but with caveats if you expect flawless performance. Rehook time. Wondering if these problems can be fixed or if they're deal breakers. Let's get into that. First, if you primarily drive in suburban or rural areas with plenty of open FM frequencies, you'll likely enjoy clearer sound without as much interference. Also, if you only need Bluetooth for short distances, like placing your phone in the cup holder or dashboard, the connection will hold up better. For people who hate fumbling with cords but don't want to invest in a new car stereo, this device is a budget-friendly middle ground. Furthermore, the fast charging port alone might justify grabbing the IMDEN, especially if your current charger is painfully slow. However, if you crave high-fidelity audio or drive regularly in big cities with crowded radio signals, be prepared for some static and interruptions. Audiophiles and tech enthusiasts might find the file management for USB playback frustrating if they want full control over organized playlists. Also, those needing perfect hands-free calls in noisy environments should test the mic before relying heavily on it. But there's a silver lining. If you're willing to try different FM frequencies and accept minor compromises, the IMDEN offers impressive value for under $15. Its portability, fast charging, and compatibility with various audio sources balance out the quirks. Plus, the straightforward installation means you won't spend hours troubleshooting. One final light-hearted joke before we wrap up. Why don't FM transmitters ever get lonely? Because they're always tuning in to someone's signal. So, should you buy the IMDEN Bluetooth FM Transmitter? If you want a budget-friendly, easy-to-use FM transmitter with fast charging and decent hands-free call functionality, and you don't mind occasionally tinkering with frequencies, yes, it brings good features that can upgrade your car audio experience without breaking the bank. However, if you demand rock-solid Bluetooth range or perfect audio clarity, consider spending a bit more on higher-end devices or upgrading your car stereo directly. In summary, the IMDEN Bluetooth FM transmitter is a solid entry-level tool with notable strengths. Bluetooth 6.0, dual USB ports including QC 3.0, USB music playback, and noise-canceling mic. But also one that comes with compromises like spotty FM reception, occasional static, and limited USB file organization. Knowing this, you can make an informed choice that fits your driving habits and tech needs. If you want to check the current price and potentially snag the best deal on Amazon, I'll leave a link down below in the description. Keep in mind, these prices can change fast, especially on popular gadgets like this, so it's smart to act fast if you want to save. Thanks for watching this honest review of the IMDEN Bluetooth FM transmitter. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment if you've tried this product or have any questions. Safe driving.